Okay, welcome everybody. This is session 22, so we're getting towards the pointy end. Two more tasks to go, and one being task 4, which will begin today. Um, okay, so task 5 is not up there yet, but I'm hoping to have that up there within the next couple of weeks. Certainly, maybe quite a bit before we finish this one, task 4. So. We're down to task 4, which is the follow on, I guess, from task 3, which was a residential building as per the unit of competency that you're doing. We need to also get you to draw some sort of a commercial building. And this is one we came up with. It is a real place, and you can certainly. I haven't driven past, but I know Russell has, and it's up at Blackwood, in fact. So I'm not sure if it's a cafe still. Anyway, it's a so yeah, it's a real place. In fact, one of our other lecturers has done some work on this in the past, and that's where the original file has come from. That the starting file that you're going to go and start using to modify. So I'll just jump in there and see what we've got here. Make it a bit bigger, perhaps, through here. All right. So assessment task 4. Okay, so we're going to be developing a set of concept plans, as this indicates anyway. It's an existing cafe, and basically it just needs a little more outdoor seating area, but not necessarily outdoor seating area and enclosed, but sort of a covered, but openable to the fresh air as well. So so it's got a roof, but we're going to actually put on a gate as a front door, uh, which allows a bit of air circulation to go through. So it's then classed as more outdoor than indoor, I guess. Indoors, I guess. So anyway, we'll have a look at that in more detail. Okay, so there are some pre-recorded videos there. This is new. I guess this has been run as a non-combined course one semester before this, and and there were no videos for that, but we have added some videos for this one. There's 3 hours and 36 minutes worth of videos there over the course of about 6 sessions we have. We managed to jump ahead a bit, and we gained a couple of sessions. To be honest, probably we need another 1 or 2, maybe, I'm guessing, but we'll try and squeeze it in a little more. And might have to do a bit more extra work at home, but I'm guessing we should be fine. It's not like the other one. We'll jump into it and have a look. This one is also the other thing about this particular project is that you are not tied in to producing the exact word for word sort of document as we're giving you in the sample of the previous one. This is supposed to allow you a little more flair to do your thing as a concept thing. To how are you going to present it to the client in the best possible way? So this is the starting file, which we won't get into right now. These are the instructions, and then we've got the concept plan. You see, I'll open this one here for a minute. There's a plan and an elevation. In fact, the previous group, all they got was the instructions, which were about half that, and they've been beefed up a little more since for you guys. But and these 2 plans, and there was not even an example set of what they should create, really. So these were there, and this was there. So this is all we had. The idea of this is to, as I said in my email, is supposed to be a bit more of a studio thing, but I felt that I think you maybe should sort of have a little more guidance in the way that in case you get stuck at home or something like that, at least you got something to refer to. So what I'm getting at with this is that really just, if you can, just treat it as if you've only got this and the other document, and that's it. and see if you can put it together, because this is all you may get to. I'll just make that. So this is I'll open the other one as well so we can see it together, because you're you're supposed to at this point start thinking about these things on your own, and just seeing if you can put things together from what you've learned, okay, from so far, I guess, in Revit. Just how come this is not working? Okay, let's try again. Hang on. Is this? I had this little blue thing that comes up. How do I get rid of it? Uh, I don't know. Anyway, put it there. All right. So okay. So basically, this is all we are given. Someone's done a bit of a design, or I would just call it what we used to use, butter paper, and just a sketch, and that's what it looks like. And now we want to sort of work on that a little more and present a few more sort of 3Ds and plans and options for the client. So we're not going to so much do options, because that's getting into a different part of Revit, which can also do options within the same file. We're just going to present one option, but collectively there will be probably all of you will have something a little different to present in the way of the layout, I guess. The layout is pretty fixed, but perhaps how you might arrange your tables and chairs and things like that is where everyone will be different, I guess. All right, so let me just go over here. So all of this is basically explained, what I'm talking about now, in the videos anyway, but I just thought I'll just do a little quick session here today as well. So all right, so basically we have this cafe, which I'll open up the original so you can see, because we don't have actually the original here. This is what we're proposing to do, but there's not one there. Actually, the easier way to do it is, let me go back to here. There is another way of doing it. If we open up the example set, which we have now, for reference only, it says, not to sort of recreate verbatim, it's just not exact like that. So this is what I've created, just as a just something to go by, but not, you can put the notes anywhere you like on there. You can put a different perspective for the front page. You can do whatever you want, just an example. Throw, you need to have a sheet list. You need to have your, oops, I keep going to the wrong screen. You need to have your structure, your folder structure and things like that. And these notes are basically already there, so you don't have to recreate them. All right, so some things are already in the file created. Some things you need to work on. So this is the site plan finished. All right, let's see. I think we've got I don't think we've got an existing plan as such, except for where you can see where we demolished some of the old stuff. So this is what it sort of looked like initially. So all right, from here on, we need to just make it so that we have this sort of layout cafe there, but also I think I've got, let me just see what we've got. Then we've got some more elevations. So this is the front, the side, and the back of that. And these are black and white, but these can also be color if you want. All right, so a couple of elevations. I've chosen some views here. I mean, if we look at the the instructions, I think it says 5 views minimum. So I just chose, these 4, and I also decided to add a sort of a cutaway plan view, like an isometric from top. But you don't have to do that. You can see my poor design of tables in here. I'd expect this would be fuller. Perhaps I think we've got some people somewhere in here, but I might have turned them off for this. There is a person there, for example, out there, and there's some inside there. You can see from that window anymore. Oops. yeah, someone there and another lady over there sitting down. So there's a few people that are thrown inside as well, so you can do a similar thing. All right. So I think that's the last sheet. Yeah, yeah. So that's basically that. I'll just have a look at the additional, no additional families. When you need them, you can unzip these. Obviously, you have to unzip them to use them. So, and this is the roof again. We're giving it to you as a one piece, and you just sort of bring it in as a group, same as you've done before. Let's have a look at the startup project, the project file. So I'll just download that. First thing we've got to do, I guess, is create our folder structure and put that in. So I'll let you do that. I've already got mine set up, but I'll just open up this from where it is. You've got to rename it, and we'll look at the instructions. I'll just open them up as well. Sorry, did I just click on that? I should just brought Revit up first. This is what I want to open up. All right, so let's just have a look. Well, is that happening? I'm guessing it'll happen. Okay, it's happening. All right, so let that do its thing. Right, so as I said to you, it is just an existing thing. So we're going to do some phasing in here, just like you did before with the other one, and some demolition, as you saw from that previous example plan. These initial bits are just very concise, I guess, but then we get into more instructions as we go along. Time allowed. By the due date. Okay, that's a good thing. That reminded me I should have opened up another document as well. How many documents do we have here? We've got the assessment task session indicator, which I'll send you through. So this will give you an idea of how many recordings you need to get through per session to complete it comfortably. G'day guys, welcome. Yeah, right. So we're just going through the project for now. All right. So yeah, so it is due on 14th of the 11th. All right, so 14th of the 11th is a due date for this one here, and I think the other one is the number 5 is a week later, which is the one to create the template files. All right, so there are some recordings here which they're pretty descriptive, and if you look at the description of this, pretty much matches up the information that is given to you. Let me just, oh my goodness, I only opened up 3 of them. Oh goodness. Okay, try again. Close that. All right, so it pretty much follows the instructions, um, you know, clause by clause, I guess. All right, so I'll just skim through this. Get down here. Cafe assessment instructions, part 1, file storage, whatever, and here, no, not here yet. Additional Revit families are given to you. Yes, we talked about that. Startup file is given to you, which we're about to open up. Project font to be used. Okay, we did in the past lock them into one particular font, but you guys can actually use any font you wish. You still have to make some changes even with the current font we gave you. It's not all the same. So I think there's someone called Technique or something that's in there. You probably have to change some of that so that it is to the same. I went for City Blueprint, but you can do whatever font you want. And this is where I said to you earlier, it's introducing a little bit of your own flair in the way of where you present it, what font you like, what sort of colors you like to use for your presentation, whether that's sketchy or not sketchy, shadows, no shadows, all that stuff, all right? All right, so files. So backing up, the usual stuff you know now about backups and naming Revit files, that sort of thing. Just don't let me forget to address something, that problem that one of the students who's already tried this had some issues with. All right, so All right, so down. So basically, this is where it starts. So starting the project is basically you just have to download it, rename it, and open it up. Basically, that's what it's saying there. Make sure it's got two backup files as usual. I think this has, but just make sure when you save it as developing the model phasing demolition stage. So then we've got the keep going down. Uh, in project browser under 3D views, double click the 3D, rename that to 3D complete. So it goes through and it tells you how to create those views again, which you again you, you have done this before a couple times now. One with the exercise, one with the Revit, sorry, the task 3. So creating additional phase-specific views. So renaming the existing one, demolition one, and that sort of thing. So if you look at then this one here, here you go. So it talks about duplicating 3D views and setting the phase filters. So that's part of the instructions. So pretty much this follows that in the order that it's written in the instructions. But unlike some, the previous recordings that we've been doing, it just says session 22. Well, this one actually tells you it's not linked to any particular session other than what I've done here with the indication here where session 22 perhaps you would have done up to so before we start 23, so you might not finish today, but before Monday you should finish up to say cafe 07 video. All right, so that's how that works. All right, so yeah, so this it gives you another, again, if you can't remember, you can come here and see, okay, how do we set up the graphic overrides and that sort of thing, or you can watch the video relating to that, which probably be in here, say video 5, something like that. All right, so that's how it's going to work. Did you guys bring any headphones in here today? Good. I've got a couple of spares if you need any, courtesy of Qantas. So I'm not joking. They're pretty good because you can actually clean them up as well with the wet ones and the wipes, and it's all sanitized. All right, so all good, but your own are probably better than the Qantas special ones. All right, all right. Okay, so let me go into Revit before you begin, and that will free me up to come around and help you out if you're stuck as well, doing it this way. All right, so I guess with the phase filters, I wonder if I can open up. Let's see what we've got here. I'll just, I'm not sure if I can do it with this one. I'll just check. This is the 3D. Yeah, this is the 3D. All right, so there's an existing floor plan, which is, I'll just show you that in this situation here. So this is the existing floor plan. So back here we have the existing there's a toilet here which again doesn't comply, there's a ramp that doesn't comply, so we've got to change all those. There's a cellar down here that goes down, we're going to close that up. We're going to move the whole water service back here, we're going to put some toilets here basically, and we're going to use this area here as the new outdoor seating area, dining area. And there are some new parts. When I say new, as in existing construction and new construction, there's some things that have been put in there already for you. So be aware. There's I think there's a wall over here somewhere that's new. There's the floor is in the new phase. So be careful. Not everything is in existing phase, but how it is basically you pick it up. You have also now you got to create the phases. So if I look at the 3D here, I'll see if I can recreate that issue. Oh, this is existing. So, okay. That's existing. So I'm just going to try something here. Demolish in existing as well. I'm not sure if this is going to work because it's not how. No. Control Z. Just don't do it. Let me just let me open up one of my other files that I have created. It might be easier. Let's see here. I'm just going to go down in my, so you can see what I'm doing. Just go down to my section here and just have a look at the Blackwood, and what we got. We've got a finished one. Let's go down to maybe 2.7. Let's see. Now, as I said, you got to rename. Oops, what have I done? What have I done here? Wish I knew. Let's have a look. No, no, it disappeared. It did. Yeah, it opened because I didn't go the right way. It opened it up. Anyway, I'll just double click on it. See. Okay, this worked. All right. Let's see if we've got the demolition here. I think we have. Here we have something. Demolition there. Look at the 3D demolition. Have I got one? All phases. It's got all phases here. Okay. Okay. So I've had a student who's already come back to me, and somehow they just, I don't know what they've done, but they managed to copy all this stuff over here. This is existing, right? So if I click on that downpipe, for example, um, it's an existing. Okay, so if I just escape this, what does it say about my view settings here? It says anything new I create, it'll go into new construction. Okay, so what they've done, they've copied, say, this and a few other things, many things, um, and somehow they copied them. There was no instruction to copy them, but somehow they might have had the control key down. I don't know what they've done, but they copied some things. I'll just copy it over here. And then they thought, okay, well, I need to demolish those things. They're not meant to be there. So, which is fine. They're not meant to be there. So if I click on this here now, what does it say though? Let's have a look at maybe this one I've copied over here. It says new construction, right? So they said we're going to demolish that. So they went along and got the hammer or somehow demolished it. And this is what happened. That went blue, right? And I looked at my example that disappeared. Hold on, this front screen's died. But anyway, they looked at that and compared it to my example, and said, "Oh, I didn't have any blue things in there." So they sent me an email, and then I said, "Look, send me the file." They sent me an image. I said, "Not sure." Send me the file. Had a look, and I figured it out that that's what they've done. So, but then I thought, well, what does where does the blue come from? And I'm not sure. Have you guys touched on temporary stuff, temporary construction? Basically, it means temporary construction because if I look at that now, if I click on it now, it says phase created, new construction, and phase demolished right now as well. So it's a bit like sometimes when you are building something, especially if the company or people are living in it, you might create a temporary wall somewhere just so that it's sort of, um, I guess, it might be that it's just hiding some stuff that you're doing for dust reasons or whatever, or noise, and that's a temporary wall. So if that was a wall, for example, that's how you show like temporary construction in a staged plan. And trust me, Revit handles this beautifully. I have done some stage plans in the past, using AutoCAD, right? And it's just a nightmare because I had all of those. I had demolished, I had temporary construction. I even actually had, which temporary really, but I actually segregated those two. Um, Reusable stuff. Back then, I was doing some work for National Bank, so they had an ATM that had to move from here to there. So it wasn't never going to get demolished, but it was going to be moved. So you had to show that differently. So I'm not sure how Revit will handle that bit. But yeah, so that meant like so many different layers for each thing. Like each wall type had to have a temporary, demolished, a new, an existing. Like it's already four or five that I'm thinking just for the walls. So you can imagine that. But this handles it very well. So let's just have a look at the phase filter for a minute. See if we can. Where's phases? Is it under manage? Yes, phases, phase filters, and then graphic overrides. There you go. Blue. That's where it comes from. So it's temporary. Yeah, amazing. All right, so just be careful. Like, yeah, if another way of doing this, instead of, I think I used the hammer to demolish this. Obviously, you've done this before, but you might have forgotten. Um, I can, what happened there? Where does this one not? Oh yeah, here. I can actually go here and also demolish it in the new construction as well. So, um, and of course, if we demolish something, um, this here is not. This is existing, by the way. So if I demolish this way, or using the hammer, um, here it should, in theory, go red. All right, so it went red. So how do we undemolish anything? Just a bit of a revision. Anyone know? Trace filter, yeah, yeah. And this one here, and just set it to none. All right, so that's just a little reminder there of how to get that back. Of course, this one's here I put in are not really required. So if you've done that and you get any blue things like that, probably that's what happened. So just make sure they haven't been copied. If they have been copied, delete them. If they haven't been, ask me the question because it might be something different that's happened again. All sorts of things can happen. As you can see, this drawing comes with a person already in here as well. So there's a couple of people floating around in here. I don't know if let me just have a look. I think there's someone in here as well. I can take the roof off, or I can put the section box on and just click on here, set it to say right, and just drag that down to that level, and just see. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a couple people in here. Oh, sorry. Ah, yeah, 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 sure. I'll just show you. If I control Z, I go back. All right, so just without anything highlighted, I just click on the properties here under extents. So where the cropping area is usually just down here, section box. Just tick that on, and that comes on. But it's you can control it from here as well. But it's like I can click here and go down, but it's hard to know how far you've gone down. So usually I like to just look at it from one end to start with, so I can easily get the height right, and then I just switch it back. Yeah, yeah. I think I cut the person off. Yeah, so I went too low. But you can always just increase it from here. You don't have to go to the right every time. Oh, see, I went too far. Where's the people gone? Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. So obviously, if we change, make it realistic, I guess. I don't know. They might look a bit better. But yeah. So that's basically it. Oh, there they are. Yeah, yeah. We need some tables in here. Okay. Amazing. All right. Okay. So, sorry. Which one of the two? This guy here? That is me, actually. No, no, it's not. No. But yeah, from here, probably about there. Yeah, yeah. If you see me in a suit, I probably look like that. Excellent. All right, beautiful. All right. So, any questions? Can I let you follow on the from here on and go to it? You don't. Oh, yeah. This is what I was saying earlier. The question is, people at home, do we need the recording? And as I said to you at the beginning, YouTube missed out because you weren't quite here yet. But all we're supposed to really give you is this and this and the instructions, which and you should be able to put it together from the knowledge that you already have if there's any missing bits. The only missing bits that you would not have, and you have to watch the video, but I've included links in the instructions of how to do these things, is like ramps and possibly the how to do the uh, what's the word? The concept 3D sort of views, but then it's not too different to what we did for the cover thing last week, for the cover for task 3, that 3D we put at the front. So it's the same idea with as that. So really, the ramps are the only thing that I suggest you watch another 5 or 10 minute video that are giving you, or the one I've done, which works on this project. Right? So go to it, because that'll give you the confidence that you know how to start, to get in trouble and get out of it. And if you can't, I'm here to help you at least. All right, all good. All right, I'll leave it here. Any questions from the people working online? And I noticed, there's another one online. Yinghui, okay, and I have a couple of people there. All right, so I'll note you all as here as well. Oh, my screen has gone black apparently. I've been told. Okay, I'm still sharing it, but I'll stop sharing it and I'll reshare it and see if. But it basically finished now anyway. But I'll stop the recording and I'll bring the screen back.